Hi everyone, I'm Francis. Welcome to this episode of Frank with Francis. If you think our previous episode, you probably noticed this one is a bit different. That's right, based on our experience and your feedback, we upgraded the show. Starting today, we will invite guests from different fields to discuss topics that our Indian fans care about. We will also keep our tradition of answering fans' questions at the end of each episode. Stay tuned, guys. Lately, we've seen a lot of discussion in the community about our new product, the Realme GT8 Pro. Fans have many questions about its camera, performance, design, and the new UI 7.0. I've gathered these questions, and today we'll talk about them. And now, let's welcome our special guest from Realme Global Headquarters Product Planning and Design Center, the lead product manager behind the Realme GT8 Pro, Mr. Oliver.
Hi Francis, hello everyone, I'm Oliver. Great to be here to talk with you all.
Okay, so from what I have seen in the community, all the fans are asking about two things. One is the camera, another is the design. Now let's start from the camera. This time, GT8 Pro is our first time as Realme to work with any camera brand. So it's called Ricoh GR. So Oliver, during the time we're working with them, what is the biggest impression that Ricoh GR has left to you?
说实话，我第一次接触理光的时候，Honestly, I wasn't very familiar with Ricoh initially. But when I asked my photographer friends, they were all very excited. That's when I learned Ricoh GR is a legend in street photography culture. Many great street photography masters are avid fans of GR cameras.
Now, since our cooperation has become deeper, you are getting to know about them more and more. How do you feel about them right now?
我觉得 GR 有个非常佩服。What I really admire about GR is its simplicity and focus. It's dedicated to street photography. Since the film camera era, it has been recognized as one of the best street cameras. Over the years, it has developed a unique aesthetic and tonal style, making it a truly distinctive camera brand worldwide. Another strong impression is their team's strict attitude towards collaborations. This isn't just co-branding, it's co-engineering. Our R&D engineers started working together even before deciding which generation to feature the co-branding on. We were prepared to delay the collaboration to the next generation if we weren't satisfied with the outcome.
Indeed, we actually spent a lot of time during the early stage to check whether Realme can actually work with Ricoh GR. I think they are looking forward to a long-term relationship. So the way they're looking at us is that they want to check Realme's brand philosophy, whether it is matching with their product philosophy. So we spent a lot of time there, and then we decided to work together in a long run.
Right, happily, all the effort has paid off. Early users are saying the colors genuinely have the Ricoh GR look. It sounds simple, but it was very difficult to achieve.
How was that achieved?
Well, previously when we studied competitors, it was somewhat like they developed their own film tones and just tagged the camera brand's name on it. But the color tuning in Realme's GR mode aims to be infinitely close to the native GR colors. For example, photos taken with some other camera branded phones might not be identifiable by users of that camera brand. But photos taken in Realme's GR mode can be recognized by Ricoh GR camera users.
On this point, actually, it on the one hand has explained that Ricoh GR itself has a unique camera tune. It's very distinctive. At the same time, it also proved that Realme has put a lot of efforts in working on optimization of this GR word. It actually duplicated the GR camera tune. So you are right. Can you explain more how we duplicated that GR camera tune?
首先我们是从 First, we did joint customization starting from the hardware. We used the same main sensor as the OnePlus 15 but not the same lens. We spent an extra $2 million on the lens to reduce stray light, meeting Ricoh GR's requirement for minimal flare, resulting in much less glare from direct sunlight. Second, our R&D engineers invested significant time and effort. We had weekly meetings with them, not about business, but about technology. I'd say over the past 4 years, we might have spent 3.5 years just discussing tech. In every early meeting I attended, while the BD team pushed for signing the agreement, their people would spend the first 100 minutes on image processing technologies and color calibration curves, leaving only the last 5 minutes for business. Their mindset seemed to be, the collaboration might not happen, but the color grading and optical standards must be completed first. Technical goals must be met before finalizing the business deal.
Oh, that's great. So I can say that to bring a surprisingly good camera output, Realme and Ricoh GR has put a lot of time, energy, even money. So how was the final product? If you want to recommend any of the features that you like the most, what kind of camera feature are you going to recommend to our Realme fans?
I'd say the 5 most impressive film tones: standard, positive film, negative film, monochrome, and high contrast B and W. Positive and negative film replicate the unique look and feel of film cameras. Positive film has richer colors and negative film has lighter tones. They suit different scenes. For example, negative film is better for portraits as it makes skin tones fairer. Positive film is great for landscapes, food, flowers, and so on, making colors more vivid.
Well, that sounds interesting. So, as what you have mentioned, the essence of Ricoh GR camera is not just a positive tone or negative tone. The best part is, as you recommended, is high black and white mode, right? So also even the famous photographer is using this kind of mode.
Exactly. Whether shooting people or scenes, high contrast B and W makes the subject stand out more. To put it poetically, it better captures the emotion of the subject. Street photography masters use this mode to take many impactful photos.
Okay, so we've been keep talking about the camera tone of GR, how distinguished it is, and our staff seems has prepared a challenge for you and me. They have prepared a lot of sample pictures taken with Realme GT8 Pro in GR mode in different tones. So they want to do a blind test to see if we can rightly guess which tone it is used.
No problem.
Okay, so Oliver, we're gonna show a lot of pictures and you let us know which tone it is used. Okay, picture number 1.
Without a doubt, it's a positive film. Look at the blue of the carriage behind, and the flowers in front of us. Their colors are so rich and vibrant.
Oh, I was actually impressed by how colorful it is. The flowers in all different colors and the vehicles in the blue colors, the lady in the green colors. I think a lot of colors in one picture. That's amazing. I think you are right. Yes, positive film. Okay, what about this one?
This one should be a negative film because the color will be slightly lighter.
Okay, I think negative tone is widely used to take pictures like this, right? When I'm taking a picture of the blue seas, the colors in the right blue, it shows the emotions of the people, right? It kind of looked interesting. Yeah, negative film. You're right. What about this one? This one gonna be a bit different, a bit challenging.
This is a bit difficult. I think this should be the standard because its color doesn't have a very strong bias, so it's probably the standard.
Yeah, maybe it's a standard. I guess the same. Yeah, standard. You really know your product. What about this one?
This one too. I think this one is very close to the color of the previous one. It's very accurate, so it should also be considered as a standard.
Okay, let's see. What's the result? Yeah, standard. Okay. What about this one? This one gonna be difficult. Only one color.
Actually, we can capture this color with positive film, but negative film can also capture this color under certain circumstances, and I would consider it to be positive film.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I think this is a negative film.
Okay, you guys, it's negative. Okay, let's see. Positive film. Okay, we're wrong here. It's interesting how the car becomes so red, right? It's positive.
The reason I guessed it was negative film is because negative film has a slightly different feel when shooting green. I was looking at the green on the glass, so at first I thought it was positive film, but then I thought maybe you were just trying to confuse me.
It's a tricky part here. Okay, go on.
Without a doubt, this is definitely a negative film. The green of this negative is a classic.
Yeah, it's kind of very much like the traditional camera which we used many years ago, right? It's a Ricoh tone. It's good. Yeah, negative film. That's a good picture. What about this one? This one is easy.
This one is black and white monochrome.
Yeah, black and white.
This one is clearly Daido Moyama's favorite, high contrast black and white.
Oh, high black and white. Okay, good. That's all of this test, and I can see you guessed 90% right.
Yes.
That means you really understand your product. Okay, today we talked about many things about the collaboration with Ricoh GR. That was great. Now, there's another advantage of Realme GT8 Pro, 200 megapixel telephoto. So, since we have spent 4 years with Ricoh GR on the collaboration, why we still put such a great telephoto on GT8 Pro?
很简单，因为我们给 Based on our research with global users, especially in India, we found young people there love activities like traveling, watching sports matches, and live concerts. There is a very strong demand for clear long-distance shots. We want to respond to that demand. And beyond our telephoto lens is a significant upgrade compared to the previous GT7 Pro, and is a top-tier configuration in the industry. If you compare the lens modules side by side, this is the previous generation's module, and this is the GTA Pro's module. The advancement is obvious.
That's really impressive. Even I myself was using Realme GT8 Pro. I took a lot of pictures from far distance. I was amazed that I can create a portrait from even somebody standing 10 meters from me. I can take a portrait of him easily with the periscope. That's a great thing. But there's one thing that a lot of users were asking me is that since we have such a great GR mode on our main camera, why we are not applying this GR mode on the 200 megapixel periscope? Can we achieve that?
我在这里能给大家去说的就是 There will be opportunities in the future, but we can't say much more right now. The soul of the Ricoh GR camera is defined by 28mm and 40mm focal lengths. Why then did we focus solely on the main camera for the first collaboration? We wanted to ensure the most authentic recreation possible. With the 8 Pro, we took a slow and steady approach to first master the fundamentals. This is just the beginning. We will definitely bring this unique aesthetic to other focal lengths in the future.
I really appreciate that spirit of working with Ricoh GR step by step and make sure our product is polished enough to launch it. Okay, so after camera, now let's talk about another important topic is design. This time the GT8 Pro design is very special. If I remember correctly, we are the first in the industry to have this switchable deco. So why is that?
It's an industry first.
Why we are so bold? I can say that we had a lot of different decals previously in our models. No matter it's rounded or squared decal, we received a lot of criticism. Some people like the rounded one, some people like the squared one. So we were thinking that how to solve that problem in our flagship. Should we choose the rounded one or squared one? So I think we had a bold idea. We let the users to freely choose whatever deco they want. We let the users to be part of our design.
That's aligned. It's about that feeling of co-creation with users.
Okay, but at the very beginning when you decided to do this switch design, do you worry that people will not accept it as it's a bold industry first move?
During the design phase, we predicted 90% of users wouldn't actually remove it. Even if users didn't know the screws allowed for a change, the default factory deco itself had to look good, so we weren't initially worried about acceptance. But actually, based on current user data, 90% of users did remove it. They enjoy playing with the switchable deco. Many even like the look of the bare mechanical module underneath.
Oh, that's amazing. So is there actually a bunch of users who removed all the decals and just keep it that way?
Yes. Actually, we didn't start out aiming for a switchable decal. The true story is that after reviewing user feedback on the previous model, our team was stuck for quite some time. We couldn't settle on a new design direction. Our designer repeatedly asked me, is our focus performance or photography? Square for performance, round for cameras. My answer was always the same. We will not choose between performance and photography. This phone is both. It was driving him crazy. With the GT8 Pro needing a fresh new design, all this pressure led him to say, fine, then let's make it switchable.
Interesting. So eventually we decided to do this industry first bold move. Then what is the future direction that you are exploring now?
Later, based on the switchable concept, we even designed a secondary screen, meaning the switchable deco could be a small screen, but it ultimately wasn't implemented in this generation.
I was pretty impressed by this bold move. So some people are also asking about the positioning of Realme GT series. Like you mentioned, is it a camera flagship or performance flagship or innovative design flagship? How do you see that question?
Actually, the GT is positioned as our technology flagship, the platform for our most forward-thinking innovations. It brings surprising innovations to life through revolutionary design, exceptional imaging, and the latest chipsets.
Oh, tech flagship, that's interesting. Now let's talk about the performance. Realme has GT8 Pro is strong on the camera, very special on the design. How about the performance? At what level we are, Realme GT8 Pro?
It's designed to be the best. We've equipped it with the top flagship chip, the fastest memory, and a dedicated display chip. The result? An industry-leading AnTuTu score of over 4 million.
Oh, you mentioned about the dual chip configuration. How do you think about that? Why we're using a dual chip on GT8 Pro?
Sure, much of the content available today isn't high quality enough. So the second chip in this dual chip configuration is designed to take games that originally run at only 60 Hz and upgrade them to 144 Hz, giving you a much smoother gaming experience. Similarly, it's not just for games, it also enhances video playback for a clearer viewing experience. For example, if a video source is only 720p, you can use our dual chip to upscale it to 1080p. But upscaling the content isn't enough. We've also equipped the device with a 2K high-definition screen, ensuring users see videos clearly and enjoy games to the fullest.
So I think that's the great part about the dual chip phones. I can say Hypervision AI chip is a great thing. I have already experienced it with P series, Realme P4 and P4 Pro.
是的，而且除此以外，Exactly. Furthermore, the combination of our powerful chipset and ample RAM allows the GT8 Pro to excel at multitasking. It can even smoothly run two mainstream games in the background.
Oh, you mentioned about how users can play two games at the same time. That is amazing thing. So some fans are gonna worry about it. They keep playing the game. They watch film from morning to the evening. They're worried about the heating issue. In the community, I can see a lot of complaints about the heating. How's the GT8 Pro on that?
Let me show you. Here are the VC from the 8 Pro and the 7 Pro. As you can see, one is palm-sized while the other is only about half the size. To be precise, the VC in the 8 Pro is the largest we can physically integrate into a phone of this size. Any competitor claiming a larger VC would necessarily result in a bulkier device than ours.
Oh, that is great. I can say this is the industry largest VC cooling system. So when GT8 Pro is getting warm, then I believe other flagships are getting hot.
Correct. Also, with the 8850 chip and 2K screen, some might worry about battery life. But actually, thanks to the chip and our optimized algorithms, power consumption is improved. In fact, we can achieve better battery life than many competing phones that use lower resolution 1.5K screens.
Oh, that's great. That is great. So now I want to talk about the new thing. I heard a lot of things asked from the Realme users in the community. They are very curious about Realme UI 7.0. It's the first time on GT8 Pro. So how do you think about it? Can you compare it with Realme UI 6.0? What kind of improvements we have done?
There are three main areas: design, system fluidity, and AI. First, design. Our design team used ice cube icons, misty glass, and breathing duck to create a sense of light-flowing glass, making them feel more tactile.
It's more kind of like a breathing fluid glasses design.
Yes. Moreover, our users are young and individualistic. We consider this by creating highly personalized themes. Users can freely customize fonts, widget layouts on the home screen, and even the fingerprint unlock animation.
Apart from the UI design, I think users care the most about the smoothness. How smooth this Realme UI 7.0 are?
That's the second part I was getting to, fluidity. This major UI 7.0 upgrade features a new, streamlined engine. In user terms, swipe response latency, the time from touching the screen to the first frame appearing, improved by 15% over the previous generation. Tab response latency improved by 15%. Operation completion latency improved by 12%. A 16GB model can smoothly launch 30 apps consecutively, including both cold and warm starts.
I can feel that because Realme 7.0, I believe it's the first time that we can feel the smoothness of an Android phone is comparable with an iOS phone. So that's interesting. And another topic is about AI. Users care about AI a lot. What kind of new AI features are there?
AI Planner 2.0. Many users are familiar with it from the GT7. We've optimized it. Besides automatically identifying schedules, it can now summarize notifications and even help draft replies. Additionally, there's another feature Indian users might like.
What is that?
One is AI Framing Master and another is AI Edit Genie. Right, like we talked about the immersive viewfinder in GR mode. Now, check out Realme's own camera assistant viewfinder. It helps you find the most harmonious composition within a scene to ensure a great shot. As for AI Edit Genie, in the gallery, editing is as simple as saying a command. Removing passers-by, color grading, and reducing glare. AI can handle it.
I know about this feature very well. Should we show this feature to our audience?
Sure. Come on, Francis. Let me take a photo of you. Put a hat on him.
Okay, Oliver, it was great today we have you here. I believe You have told a lot of stories, behind-the-scenes stories about Realme GT8 Pro. I'm expecting to see more great GT products to be made by you.
Yeah, thank you, Francis. I'm also very happy to be able to communicate with you here. I also hope that we can have more opportunities to communicate with our fans and talk about products. I hope that our fans can give us more feedback, and I hope that we can make the GT Pro even better in the future.
Okay, say goodbye to Realme fans.
Bye-bye.
Okay, now let's go to the last part of today's episode. It's about answering the questions from all the users. We start one by one. Now, for the first question, thanks for the criticism from these users. Your criticism is our motivation regarding the OTA. Now we have to confirm that Realme will not just keep launching new models and forget to update the old models. For the old models from December of this year, we're gonna increase a lot of models that gonna have a higher frequency of updates. So basically by 2 months, we're gonna push 1 update. And for some other models, we're gonna make sure it receives monthly updates. And for some other models, like I've mentioned, Realme P series from Realme P3, P3 Pro, P3 Ultra, Realme P4 and P4 Pro, and 15 series, Realme 15, 15T, and Realme 15 Pro, they all gonna have 3+4 years of updates. And our product manager and R&D team has now registered their account in the community to actively respond to the users' queries. And from 2026, our biggest goal is to reduce the number of new launches, at the meantime to keep more updates for our old users. So about Realme UI 7.0, I see a lot of ask from the users. Many users wanted their phones to be updated. I have listed 5 top asked models, and I'm gladly to inform you that these 5 models, we originally planned to start the internal beta testing from Q1 2026. Now from December this year, we're gonna start pushing the internal beta updates. And we're gonna open more recruitment and more slots for the open beta. And to be honest, for the Realme UI 7.0, it's a major Android version. In Realme UI 6.0 or 5.0, we only have 1 to 2 times of the beta testing. But this year, we're gonna make sure the beta testing is more frequent. Now we already launched 4 waves of the beta testing, covered 16 models, and going forward, we're gonna have more this kind of beta testing and make sure our beta testing can cover as many users as possible. Now, for users who've already updated to Realme UI 7.0s, they have reported a lot of bugs. It's normal because this is a major update and a major version. We need to make sure all the apps are compatible to the new version. So you're welcome to leave your feedbacks in the community, do the bug report, and our R&D team will be there actively solve those bugs to make sure when most of the users are receiving the formal updates, they can get a healthy and stronger Realme 7.0. Okay, I believe I have answered most of the questions, and thank you guys for watching this episode. If you have any new ideas, suggestions, welcome to leave it in the community. This episode is a new trial that we have invited Mr. Oliver to tell us the stories behind the Realme GT8 Pro. And in the future, I'm gonna have more and more this kind of conversations to tell more about what is happening in Realme. And thank you again, and I'm expecting to see you all in the next episode. Thank you.